One way to handle yourself around a narcissistic individual is to no longer take their personal attacks personally, which is far easier said than done. It's to no longer become emotionally invested in them so that they can no longer emotionally manipulate you, which when you care about them is far easier said than done. However, when they emotionally manipulate you into doing something you don't want to do, you're the one that ends up full of that anger, resentment and frustration towards them. So one technique to no longer take their personal attacks personally and to no longer be emotionally invested in them is Ross Rosenberg's observe, don't absorb. Now when it comes to the observe, don't absorb technique, when you are in conflict with a narcissistic individual, the idea is not to internalize their behavior. When a situation arises where a narcissist is going to take something as criticism, they're going to interpret something you've said or done the wrong way, and they are going to react negatively towards you, which then triggers you. You react towards them, they play the victim, and you're the one that's left feeling guilty. I believe it's John Gottman's The Four Horsemen. When it comes to conflict with a narcissistic individual, these play a major role because a narcissist will criticize you. They will personally attack you. They will become defensive. They will justify their behavior and make excuses. They will show that contempt towards you. They will insult you. They will mock you. They will bring you down any way they can, and they will stonewall you and fall silent on you. So you wonder what you've done to offend them and what you can do to make it up to them. Now, as much as you might have offended them, with a narcissistic individual, due to their lack of empathy and their sense of entitlement, they're offended because they didn't get their own way, or they believe that you've done something such as put a friend or a family member before them. Your job is not to take their behaviour personally, not to take their personal attacks personally, not to react to them. Your job is to observe their patterns of behaviour and don't absorb it. Instead of internalising it and being affected by it, observe it. Don't let it impact who you are as a person. Listen, stand back and listen to the things that they are saying, but don't take them on board. Sometimes you might need to repeat to them, such as, I hear you're saying that I don't do anything for you, but remember the things you do for them. It's like when you're walking along a pavement and a black hole suddenly opens up. If you carry on walking straight into it, it's going to suck you straight in and you're going to get absorbed into that hole, just like a narcissist. If you keep going at it, you're going to get absorbed into their negativity. If you recognize the hole in the pavement and walk around it, which is what you're going to do with a narcissist, you're not going to get involved in the arguments. You're going to stand back and observe it and no longer absorb it. It's a powerful tool to protect yourself from narcissistic individuals. Scientists, when they see a dangerous animal, they observe them from a distance. They don't get too close and personal, which is what you need to do around narcissistic people. You need to safely watch them, safely learn their patterns of behaviour so that you are no longer negatively impacted by them and you can find the effective strategies to deal with how to handle yourself around them.